Have you ever heard of a nonprofit going out of business? Do you know why? Some reasons can include lack of experience at running a nonprofit, but the majority of nonprofits fail because of financial reasons. When starting a nonprofit, it is very important to know what is involved financially. If you want to operate a successful, long-standing nonprofit corporation, there are some things you should consider when starting your organization. Today, we are going to talk about ensuring financial stability for your nonprofit organization. First, let's do this. Let's pause the video and take the poll below. In today's video, we are going to talk about ensuring financial stability for your nonprofit organization. This is the first video in a series of 3. Today's video, we are going to discuss diversifying your funding. This list is based on my personal experience as a nonprofit founder. My nonprofit has been operating for close to 20 years, and I am a founder who had no previous nonprofit experience. I did a lot of research and I learned to do everything from scratch. And I learned a lot from trial and error, and there were plenty of errors. But we learned from our mistakes and we kept going. So hopefully this channel will help you avoid some of the common errors. The first thing you should consider to ensure financial stability for your organization is diversifying your funding. When I first started my organization, I thought we could operate on grant funding alone. I thought this is what all organizations did. I knew some organizations have a lot of public funding, but I did not think it was necessary. To have a successful, long-standing nonprofit, you must rely on more than just grant funding. As a matter of fact, there are multiple funding streams available to nonprofits, which will allow you to diversify your funding sources. Here are some options. 1. In addition to grants, you can apply for city, state, and federal contracts. Typically, you will have to have been in business for more than 2 years to qualify, but these contracts are excellent sources of funding. The majority of them will provide full funding in 3 years or 5-year contracts. A grant provides funding of $5,000 or $20,000 or even $100,000, but these grants rarely fund an entire program. Most contracts, on the other hand, will fund an entire program to include salaries, benefits, rent, insurance costs, and more. Number 2, donations are another source of funding. As soon as you are able to get a volunteer or a marketing person, have them start working on a donor campaign to start seeking donations from those interested in supporting your cause. Donations can come from individuals, corporations, social groups, and more. Number 3, you can also host events and seek sponsorships. You can host award dinners, golf tournaments, galas, or any event you can think of, and seek event sponsors interested in supporting your cause. Host 1 or more events annually or even biannually. Number 4, offer a fee-based or earned income program. This is where you offer a deeply discounted service or item as a part of your program. For example, the way Goodwill has thrift stores, or the way Meals on Wheels provide food. Both of these organizations have programs that provide services to their target audience, and the fee goes back to the organization. Number 5, you can also explore innovative ways to bring in funds like crowdfunding or partnerships. Make sure that the larger nonprofits in your area are aware of your services. Many times, larger nonprofits receive funding for services they do not provide. If your organization provides the service, they may decide to contract with you and provide funding to your organization as a subcontract. For example, let's say a large organization's primary mission is to help individuals find jobs. One of their funding sources required that they also provide these individuals with tutoring services. This organization does not provide tutoring, and they do not want to start a tutoring program, so they look for another organization that provides tutoring to contract with. Subcontracting can be a great introduction to receiving contracts. As a result of the subcontract, the primary contractor may decide to contract with your organization directly because of the excellent work your organization provides. Always do your program work well. Have great communication skills, record keeping, and reporting. The better your reputation, the better your chance of receiving more funding. In conclusion, the more diverse your funding sources, the more stability you will have for your organization. As always, thank you for joining us and watching today's video. This is part 1 in a series of 3 dedicated to helping you create long-term sustainability for your organization. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. If you have not done so, please take the poll. It will be interesting to see where you are in terms of building a sustainable organization. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next video.